Okay, the final week starts with another very unusual program. Each three works are unusual, and each of them very exciting, very new, compelling, and must hear, must be there. Okay, number one is work by American composer from Armenian descent by name Alan Hovhaness. His symphony, which called Mysterious Mountain, was never ever performed at Peninsula Music Festival due to orchestration, because we started out as a chamber orchestra. We used to be very small, but thanks to tremendous support from public, from donors, sponsors, our all committees, or hardworking people, individuals in Door County, we accumulate so much support today that we are able to spread our wings and enlarge our orchestra through last 15 years now. Plus, we are constantly tipping into real depth of symphonic repertoire. And so Mysterious Mountain by Alan Hovhaness, I learned it first listening to LP recording with Fritz Reiner conducting Chicago Symphony. So everybody who knows that recording would agree with me that this is something to...
With Ray Still as the oboe soloist,
yes,
obviously.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway, so that would be the first piece on the program. The second piece will be a concerto, very unusual. First of all, because it is written for viola. Viola is a little orphan in a string family, you know, it is not as famous as violin or cello. But nevertheless, viola solo playing is gaining a lot of momentum, and a lot of works are being written for viola.
This will be our third in the last 5 years that I can think of.
Yeah.
Because we did Penderecki, and we did the Purple Rhapsody of Joan Tower.
By Joan Tower,
that's right.
Exactly. So this will be a concerto just written 2 years ago by John Williams, who is very famous for movie music and who is very famous as a long-term conductor of Boston Pops. However, this viola concerto is not popsy music. It is on the other side of John Williams, his serious composer. Although it is not very, very deep, philosophical or dramatic, it is lyrical, it is very American, and it is very nice, and in a way very personal, because it was written for a lady who plays principal viola with the Boston Symphony, and since her husband plays drums and tips there is interesting thing happened. When there was a time for viola to play cadenza, suddenly it is not a cadenza, but it is duet between viola being a wife and the timpani being a husband. So that is just a result of personal acquaintances. All right, Michael Zaretsky, of course, was my long life colleague and friend. We met up in Rome trying to immigrate to the United States. We both met Leonard Bernstein, both played for him, both immigrated to Tanglewood, and both got jobs in the Boston Symphony, where he still plays in viola. But his daughter Liana is already a member of Peninsula Music Festival viola section. So it will be a family reunion for us, as well as an introduction of Michael as a wonderful solo viola player. He also have already 3 or 4 discs, which probably will be available for our public to buy if they want to. And it will be first performance in Door County. I think it will be second performance altogether in the world, because it was only done once by this lady from Boston Symphony.
I've done some other concert music of John Williams, and I must say that I have a lot of respect for the musical quality of his output. His movie scores are quite famous, and Star Wars is the most famous. But some of his other recent film scores, Catch Me If You Can in particular, are really clever, and one should not mistake the fact that he's the conductor of the Boston Pops, or has been, and such a famous film composer, with the invention and quality of his music. And I'm really looking forward to hearing this viola concerto. And then
we're going to find another, I don't want to say warhorse, but very popular piece of music which I looking forward to conduct again, and that is the Scheherazade by Rimsky-Korsakov. Here I have more reason than one to do that piece. Well, the first reason is obvious. It is a wonderful piece. It is piece almost handmade for our orchestra, with outstanding soloists in every category.
Exactly. Trumpet, trombone, bassoon,
yes,
clarinet, and of course,
flute,
most importantly, solo violin, and harp.
Right, the solo violin is my second reason, because as you now remember, we're going to try our finalists for the concertmaster job, and it will be Frank Almond who will be playing this third week as a concertmaster. So it will be his time to shine in all those famous violin solos in Scheherazade, which represent a 14 years old girl, Scheherazade, being frightened by the old Shah, who demanded fairy tale every night for 1001 night.
Yes.
Well, I guess by the end she was already 17. Right?
Well, she would have, yes, aged at least 2.5 years or more. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, of course, he was known for killing his wives, and she kept herself alive by spinning such amazing tales. But in this work, we just get 4 of them. But knowing you, I'm surprised. This concert has a subtitle, Symphonic Brilliance, but I'm surprised that you didn't call it From the Mountains to the Sea, because of the naturalistic connection of Mysterious Mountain, this brooding and very evocative piece by Hovhannes, and of course the prominence of the sea with Sinbad and his ship, and the music that Rimsky-Korsakov writes.
That's right.
At the opening and close
and
of Scheherazade.
John Williams being in Hollywood would be very, very telling, very fitting, right? He would be right there in California.
Well, that could be from Boston to Hollywood. That's another concert altogether.
Well, anyway, I think that combination is absolutely stunning.
And a great program for featuring of soloists.
Right.
Not just the viola soloist, but percussion, oboe, and many other soloists in that concert.